As Director of the Cord Blood Bank, my role is to oversee every aspect, right from the collection of the cord blood, right through to the processing, the banking, the sending out for transplant, the follow-up of the patients who have received cord blood. We are licensed by the Therapeutic Goods Administration here in Australia, and we also have an international accreditation for our cellular therapies. And so my role is also to ensure that we comply with those regulations and that we are producing the highest quality product that we can. The private cord blood banks have really been set up with the future potential of cord blood in mind. And that really hinges on the regenerative capacity of the stem cells within cord blood, which we're really not at that stage yet in terms of knowing how to get those cells to become the cells that we would like them to be. And so I guess people are really viewing it as an insurance policy, but what I think people may not realise is that if ever you needed a cord blood transplant or needed to have cord blood cells, you would nearly always find a suitable cord blood donor somewhere within the public network of cord blood banks, because you don't need that perfect match like you do with bone marrow. It means now nearly everyone who needs a cord blood transplant will find a donor somewhere. And so I think that's very important when people are thinking about donating to the private cord blood banks and feeling disappointed if they aren't able to do that. But in reality, if you needed cord blood, you would find a cord blood donor thanks to the public system. And for those private cord blood banks, to date, very few, just only a handful of the thousands and thousands and thousands of units that have been stored worldwide within the private banks have actually been used for any therapeutic purposes. We would love to be able to take cord blood from every donor in Victoria. Unfortunately, that's not possible because of the regulation that we have with the Therapeutic Goods Administration. We have to employ specially trained midwives to collect our cord blood. This is a blood product that's going into very sick patients, and so the criteria for being acceptable into the bank is very stringent. And that means we can only collect at the hospitals where we employ our own midwives and have our own collection centres. Unlike the private banks who send out collection kits and can collect cord blood that way, we're unable to do that within the public network. And that means that unfortunately we can only collect from the 3 or 4 hospitals around Melbourne where we operate those collection sites.